No, it's okay for you to have a side chick or a side dude because you don't know what your partner is doing out there. Okay, so for you to be safe, just have a side chick like that, like a side nigga. No, if your man is behaving like this, just do that. If your woman is acting like this, just do that. There's certain advice that you even tell from a distance to say, that advice is not okay. Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth Ngandu and I film lifestyle and faith-based content. So in this particular video, I'm going to be sharing tips to a healthy relationship, a happy, a blissful relationship, or just basically how to enjoy your relationship. But before that, please do consider subscribing to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. All you need to do is click the red subscribe button. Also activate the bell icon so you're notified each and every time I post a new video. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So guys, when I talk about relationships for this particular video, I'm talking about romantic relationships, okay? Boyfriend, girlfriend, fiancé, husband, wife, those kinds of relationship. I'm not talking about platonic relationship, okay? So the first tip is respect. Guys, I feel like if you must enjoy your relationship, if you must be happy in that relationship, respect is key. I feel like in every relationship, respect is key. And when I talk about respect, I mean having due regard for the feelings, the wishes, and the rights of others, in this case your partner. Okay, if you want to have a happy relationship, you want to enjoy your relationship, it's important that you notice whatever it is that your partner feels or considers disrespectful and avoid it by all means. Okay, for instance, lying, speaking to your partner in a derogatory, or let me just say disrespectful manner. Don't do that. Okay, the Bible also admonishes us to be graceful even in our speech. Okay, cheating, guys, and when it comes to cheating, I feel like what people consider cheating varies from person to person. Okay, for some people it's not just about you having an emotional or sexual relationship with somebody else, because even just you keeping close friendship with somebody of the opposite sex is just going to make your partner uncomfortable. Okay, not every partner is okay with the female besties. You are a guy and you have the female bestie. You are a girl, you have the male besties. Okay, so if you feel like your partner is not okay with that, just don't do it. Okay, so ensure that you respect your partner at all costs if you must have a happy relationship. And also this respect has to be consistent. Okay, we don't want a situation whereby when people see you with your partner, people are like, oh, these guys really do respect each other, but behind closed doors it's something else. Today you are respectful to your partner, tomorrow you are not. I feel like if you must enjoy your relationship, just respect one another, okay, for the sake of peace, for the sake of harmony in that relationship. I say this because sometimes certain things, we really just have to, I don't know if I should use the word compromise, because what your partner is considering disrespectful might just be normal to you. Okay, I gave an example of friends of the opposite sex. Okay, you can feel like, okay, I met my partner even before I met these friends of mine, and you expect me to just cut them off just like that. Sometimes you just have to compromise, you just have to bend a little bit, okay, for the sake of your relationship. So if he says, I'm not okay with that kind of relationship that you have with this person because this person is of the opposite sex, it might not even be someone of the opposite sex, but just because your partner is very uncomfortable or maybe feels disrespected when you are hanging around certain people. This is just an example, by the way. There are so many other things, okay, that your partner may consider disrespectful. But just in case that is the case, okay, him or her not being happy with you keeping certain relationships, if your partner finds that disrespectful, just cut off those relationships, okay? The second thing I'm going to talk about is patience, okay? Stay with me on this point. Now, in relationships, okay, you know, there are certain things that you may not really like about your partner, and I'm talking about negotiables, not the non-negotiables. I'm talking about things that you feel like, okay, I don't really like this, but I think we can work with this, I think I can handle it. For example, let's say you don't really like how your partner dresses, you don't really like how they speak, or maybe they can't cook, they can't clean, and maybe you have a problem with that. Guys, it's important that you exercise patience, okay? This is the part where you have to communicate, and again, communication is very important. I feel like communication is everything in a relationship, okay? So sit down with your partner, talk about it, say, okay, babe, I don't really like this, okay, what do you think we can do about it? Can we change this a bit, okay? How can we work on this? And if your partner is willing to learn, willing to change, help them, okay? Teach them, and again, be patient with them, because change does not just happen, okay? It takes a gradual process sometimes. So this is the part where you really have to exercise patience, unlike you criticizing them, okay? Just because you don't appreciate certain things about them, you have to devalue them, you have to criticize them about it, you have to belittle them each and every time you have an opportunity to do that. No, don't fight about it all the time, okay? It's just going to push your partner away. And again, one thing about love is patience, okay? The Bible clearly tells us that love is patient, okay? So you want to have a blissful relationship, you want to enjoy your relationship, just be patient with your partner, okay? Love your partner, be there for them, help them, okay? Help them become the kind of person that you want them to be, okay? Thirdly, ignore negative advice. Guys, this advice can come from friends, it can come from, you know, so many places. The reason why I say ignore negative advice is because, and I'm talking about relationship advice, so the reason why I say ignore negative advice is because this world that we live in, guys, has got so much advice to give about relationships, okay? So it's up to you to discard what is negative advice and accept what is positive advice, and then apply it to your relationship. And guys, in as much as there are so many negative sources of advice, there's so much toxic advice, so to say, out there, there's also good advice that you can apply in your relationship. There are relationship experts, there are relationship coaches, you know, elders, even the word of God itself. I love how God has something to say about each and every area of your life, including your relationship, okay? So yeah, go for good sources of advice, and this is where you really need to ask God for the spirit of discernment, okay, so that you're able to discern what is good from bad, okay? Because not all advice must be applied, okay? Some advice is just going to ruin your relationship. And guys, there's certain advice that you even tell from a distance to say, that advice is not okay. That advice is just going to ruin my relationship. For instance, you hear things like, no, it's okay for you to have a side chick or a side dude because you don't know what your partner is doing out there, okay? So for you to be safe, just have, you know, like a side chick like that, like a side nigga like that, okay? You hear adverts like, no, if your man is behaving like this, just do that. If your woman is acting like this, just do that. And you know, you can even feel it, that to say, this advice is not good, so discard it by all means. Yes, it's tempting for you to apply certain advice, but if you must enjoy your relationship, discard negative advice. Last point but not the least is, do not let what you see outside influence your relationship, Okay, do not allow what you see on social media, do not allow what you see from your friends influence your relationship. Guys, it's so important that you adjust content, okay, with what you have in your relationship if you must have a happy relationship. Okay, for instance, just because you see your friends receiving gifts, okay, this one is receiving flowers every 6 hours, okay, this person is receiving chocolates, this person is being taken, their partners are taking them out for trips, their partners are buying them cars, are buying them houses. Guys, that does not mean, do not convince yourself that that's how a relationship should be. Okay, yes, these are good things, but be content with your relationship. If your partner can afford those things, why not? But if they can't, just be content with what you have. Okay, if chocolates for your birthday is what your partner can afford, accept them. Okay, be content. Okay, if cars is what your partner can afford as a gift, well and good, but don't put yourself in a situation where you have convinced yourself that what you are seeing outside is the ideal, that is what a relationship should look like. Okay, they must spoil you every second, they must do this, and mostly it's material things. Okay, you find that I've had so many, okay, not so many, but I've heard about a couple of relationships that have ended just because of wanting to have whatsoever that you are seeing, wanting to apply whatsoever that you are seeing outside, on social media, friends. You hear that, okay, this person, they broke up because you're asking them what happened, and this person just goes like, I just couldn't take it anymore. This girl wanted so much from me. This girl wanted material things. She wanted, just because she was seeing her friends getting those things, and I just couldn't afford it, And then you end up losing a very good relationship just because you want the things that you are seeing outside influence your relationship. So if you want to enjoy your relationship, be happy in your relationship, exercise patience, okay? Respect your partner. Do not let what you see outside, especially on social media, influence your relationship. Okay, do not take wrong advice. Okay, discard negative advice. So with that being said, guys, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share, and all that good stuff. Guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.